Have you been seeing jobs about being a paraprofessional and you're thinking to yourself, should I pick this up? What does a paraprofessional do? What is a paraprofessional even? Is the pay the same? Well, you are in the right place. So what is a paraprofessional? A paraprofessional is someone who works with special needs kids under the umbrella of special education. So in special education, you could be in a room with kids who have learning disabilities, and you could be helping them with their homework. That could be like a resource class, and you just walk around whatever the paraprofessional says in their plans, or their schedule, rather. I guess you could call it plans too. You could be with special needs kids and going to support them in their class. That's what I did, and I absolutely loved it. There's other things too that a paraprofessional is. And now keep in mind, there's other names for them. They could be called a special education assistant, student service assistant, and you can also do clerical work as well. You can be like the secretary for the principal for the day. I've done that, and I had a blast learning like the other side of how a school works. So there's many different terms and stuff is used for special education. For a paraprofessional. And, but I think here a lot of you guys are wanting to work with kids. So you would be, Grace, hey, don't step on my computer. So you would be within the classroom with them, and you would just be helping out. You won't be the teacher in the room. There will be a teacher in there leading, and then you would just be like the assistant in the classroom and working with either a group of kids or one kid. I have to sneeze. So do they make more than a day-to-day substitute teacher? So I looked up in the district that I worked at, and the answer is no. Now, I did the math, and I'm not good at math, so I had to like really take my time and then use a calculator. But anyways, looking on the website, it said if you wanted to do a day-to-day paraprofessional substitute, you would make $14 an hour. If you wanted to be doing a day-to-day substitute teacher position, then you would be making $120 a day, which came out to be, when I did my calculations, $17.14. So really, you would just be making, now this would be my district, just keep in mind that everybody else is different, $3.14 more if you were looking as a substitute teacher, not the paraprofessional. So one more time, no, you wouldn't be making the same amount of money, but like very close to the same amount of money, $3 difference. Now, if you wanted to be doing a long-term sub position, it would equal out a little bit more. Some tips that I have for you being a paraprofessional day-to-day sub is make sure that you arrive early. This is the same as a substitute teacher position. So you want to arrive early because, one, if you've never been to the school, you need to find the school. So it's a good thing to arrive early for that reason, in case you hit traffic, you get lost, you made a wrong turn, wrong exit, whatever. It happens, believe me. It happened to me too. You want to introduce yourself. You have to sign in too. You want to introduce yourself to the principal or the secretary, or just say, hey, I'm Alexa. I'm here. I'm new. I am in for Karen, and I'm a para. So yeah. And they will direct you to what you need, and the bell schedule if you're in middle or high school or whatever it is that you need. And sometimes the paras will have their schedule in the office. Other times you just go to the special education room. So the other thing is you want to be there early so that you meet the special education teacher and you meet the other paraprofessionals, because in the special education world, they are a team. And I wish it was like this everywhere, but like when I was a para, we were such a team. We would take that substitute who came in and wrap our arms around them like they were a precious cargo, because we wanted them to feel welcome. And if they had any questions, they didn't have to feel embarrassed about asking more than 20,000 times the same question, because that's part of it. Okay. And then you're going to get that schedule. So kind of like the lesson plans for the teacher, you'll get a schedule of what that paraprofessional's schedule is out. And obviously you are going to be needing to know about the students that you are with for the day and important things, like, now it's probably different in every state, let me tell you. Now in Pennsylvania, in the district that I'm in, when I started, they would say, and I met with the special education teachers, they would say to me, and this is obvious, but they would say, all of this information is confidential, so just please don't say anything to anyone else. But we have this student, he has this disability. With it, he screams, he runs, he scratches, he pulls hair, or whatever it is. And this is how we fix it. When you're in this class, you'll have him, and we will help you navigate him so he can succeed and so that you don't get hurt or whatever. Or, oh my gosh, you have this student. She is absolutely the cutest pea pickin' little thing that you ever did see. She just needs help reading in social studies class, and you'll be helping her do that. So you're going to need to know the kind of students that you're having, and then where you are assisting them, and then how you assist them. So everything in the plans, in their schedule, Gracie, you're so cute. Everything in there is going to help you. So you really want to read that thoroughly and ask questions. Never, ever, ever, ever be embarrassed to ask questions, because they will come up. And it could be something as easy as, where are the bathrooms? What time is my lunch break? No, just kidding. Yes, you will be thinking that. That was always my first question. When is my lunch break? But I never asked that out loud. Don't ask that out loud. Unless you don't see it on there. It should be on there. You deserve a lunch. Your first questions might be, okay, so I'm assisting Marcus in this class, but then how do I get Maria? Like you need to know those things. So that's why I would say arrive early. The last tip that I have for you is just to do your best, okay? Education as a substitute teacher, as a paraprofessional, even the teachers, everyone is trying to do the best that they can. And you're new, and you're not perfect, and you're going to make the mistakes. Trust me, I've made so many mistakes. I accidentally didn't read that I was supposed to pick up a student who was never ever to be alone for health reasons. And I didn't read that, and I let him walk the halls alone. Like, it happens. I don't say, yeah. Just know it happens, and you make mistakes. Just own up to your mistake and learn from it. The best way is to grow. Being a paraprofessional is freaking hard. So hard. But at the end of the day, it's so rewarding. And these students are so special and so kind and loving. Even the ones that give us a run for the money, who might be running out the door, who might be cursing at us, pulling our hair, whatever it is. And there's never a dull moment in special education. But just know that you are appreciated. It can be tough, but grow from your mistakes and learn from them, and it will all be good. I have a bonus tip because I just thought of this as I was saying everything, but just remember that everything is confidential. So you don't want to go home and, I mean, sometimes you want to talk about your day and say like, oh, I had a great day. I had this girl named Sarah and she was so cute, but she has this disability and she was like so cute again, but like she just did this and she did this and she did this. And what you're actually doing is like giving information out that is not anyone else's business. You have the right to know because you are working with that student, but that stays within the school. That stays within the school. And say you're at Starbucks with a friend and you were like, oh my gosh, this kid named Alexa, like, ransacked the room. Like, she just went crazy and like, I think she has this disability and stuff. And you don't know if that mom is sitting behind you or the grandma or the aunt, and then they contact the school and then you get in trouble and you will never be able to sub again. So just keep that in mind. I know that other states are different, but let's just keep the students as safe as we can. I have a special education video that if you are thinking of subbing in special education for the teacher, not the para, but if you were thinking about subbing for the teacher, I have some tips there and I will see you over there.